Today I'll be speaking on love, not the invisible. Love, not the invisible. Love, not the invisible. You see, that God showed you in a revelation that you marry a particular sister does not necessarily mean that she will be your wife. So, trying to learn to love and live with her when you have not spoken to her to know her convictions is a waste of time. Many who claim that people broke their heart are really the ones that injured themselves because they choose to love the invisible and they hope to achieve what does not exist. How can you begin to learn to love somebody just because you saw him or her in the dream? You have not even reached a conclusion. What if the person you are learning to love and you have loved so much is somebody that is getting married in the next 2 weeks? So the moment that person now comes to you and says, sister, brother, I'm getting married next month. You say, hey, yeah, thank God. Then you go home crying, broken, feeling rejected. It's not the brother, or it's not the sister, it's you. Because you have chosen to love the invisible. How will you begin to learn to love somebody just because you saw them in your dream? Just because you saw them in a revelation? No. Before you begin to learn to love a person, you must have reached an agreement. You must have spoken to the person. There must have been a kind of agreement between the two of you. Then the process of, learning love, building love can now begin. Don't love the invisible. That's the problem many sisters have. They just begin to love a brother that does not even know them. And the day they see that one getting married, they feel broken. And that's also the problem many brothers have too. They saw the sister. They did not speak to the sister. There was no agreement, yet they are already learning to love the sister. They are trying to know the best color. Those nonsense. And now the sister got married. They felt broken. They say, oh God, you have jilted me. It's not God, though. It's you. It's your stupidity. It's not God. It's your foolishness. Let us guard our heart with all diligence. Unfortunately, many of the heartbreaks we record, they are not from others. They are actually from ourselves. Most of the time, we are the one breaking our heart by ourselves. Don't love the invisible. How can you as a sister begin to learn to love and live with a brother just because you saw him in your dreams? That's dangerous. And as well, it is time wasting. Many are currently in love with the invisible. They have been wasting their precious time learning how to love someone who would never marry them just because they had a dream. If you see them in your dreams, my question is, have you seen them in your vision? Do they fit into what God has called you to do? Never start teaching yourself to love someone you have not reached an agreement with. Until you both have reached a marital agreement, building love may not be necessary. There's a big difference between I broke my heart and they broke my heart. Many of the heartbreaks are a result of insensitive, you know, many of the heartbreaks we see, they are a result of being, they are the result of our being insensitive and also our ignorance. You know she will get married next month. As a matter of fact, you have seen the invitation card, but yet you are claiming she will be your wife because you saw her in the dream. Do you want her husband dead? Don't be a wizard. If she is taken, she is taken. Don't try to reverse the equation. What God has joined together, you know the rest now. Let no man put asunder. So don't love the invisible. Don't begin to build love with somebody that you have not reached agreement with. This is very important so that you will not end up breaking your own heart. So that you won't end up hurting yourself by yourself. I pray the Lord will help us. In Jesus' name.